only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
We gon' run this town.
There we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hopefully y'all can hear me. Welcome back to another Thursday night paint night. I'm your host, Adam Paul, Time Warp Custom Paint. I got my wife, Ashley, over here.
Hi, guys.
And as always, she'll be relaying any of your questions that you have about custom paint or anything that has to do with custom paint over to me. I'll try to answer those questions as we go. But anyways, let's see who we got on here tonight. First one to chime in was Hill Folk. What's up, man? Mr. Real. Yeah, Tony, Travis, Rod, Ricky, Woody, John Cox. What's up, man? Lauren, Daddy, Woody, Darren Plank. What's up, man? Josh. Hey, Roman, Rick, Wampe. What up, dude? Shit, you being here. Darren Jarvis. What's up, guys? All right. So as you know, last couple weeks, we were actually working on the saddlebag for the bagger. I'll go ahead and bring that in here so we can get a sneak peek at that real quick. But basically what we'll be doing is just matching up the lid that goes to that. So I'm just going to be using the same kind of shapes and whatnot, matching it up to what I feel would look good on the saddlebag, taking into account what the rear fender looks like, and I'll just kind of design it out to match it up. Usually all this stuff is usually not, when it comes to panel graphics, it's not really like thought out. At least I don't think it out, the whole design from start to finish. I just kind of usually start with the tank and build off of that. Usually it's the tank and then the rear fender, the front fender, and then the saddlebags can come in later, so you can kind of build off of the same graphics that you did to kind of get everything kind of even, not overdone. We'll also talk a little bit about when it comes to side covers. Right here, obviously the side covers need to be done as well. And I know a lot of people's hang up has been, trying to create the same design to kind of go all the way through the tank, from the tank all the way into the saddlebag. But some of the techniques that we use, especially when it comes to panel graphics, that really doesn't matter. We're just kind of following the shape of each part and working off of that. So we'll kind of go into detail a little bit more about that if you guys are wondering. But that's the nice thing about panel graphics, really, is because you can follow the shape of the part and not really worry about trying to create like a straight line that goes like through everything to, anyways. Okay. I got some glass cleaner. So I just scuffed this down, 600 grit. So once again, we scuffed this down for a couple of reasons. So we can smooth out the surface. And so the layer of base coat that we're going to be spraying on has something to stick to. Because remember, paint doesn't stick to clear coat that hasn't been sanded. You need that mechanical etch, those sanding marks in there in order for the paint to get in there and have something to stick to. So if you just have regular gloss clear coat and you haven't sanded it and you try to paint on top of that, you're going to have adhesion issues. So here's a glance at the saddlebag from last week. So basically what we're going to be doing is, let me go ahead and back this up. Hopefully we can kind of get an idea. I have a roll of masking tape over there, Ash. could shove underneath this thing, like a fatter one, or a couple rolls maybe. Yeah, that'll work. That should work. Thank you.
She says it looks amazing.
Right. Okay. Don't want it to fall over. You see that lid? Okay, cool. You can see it all. So, basically what I'm going to do is I want kind of the same patterns, but I'm going to break it up as whatever the shape of the panel is. So, plan on running the lines across these edges right there. Maybe some kind of design right up in there, similar to that. Maybe we can do a little bit of lace. Kind of figure that as I lay out the tape, I'll kind of figure out what panels I want to fill in with what kind of patterns, which either is lace pattern or sunray or whatever.
Parrish says he's been doing mailboxes and he said he figured out it takes one packet of the flake to do 4 large mailboxes.
Oh, that's good to know. Right. Let's get right to it. We're going to take the 1/8 inch. I always like to start out with 1/8 inch.
John said it's amazing how the leaking brings out the paint.
Oh, yeah, it's like a whole nother element. Gives a different look. Gives some sophistication to a paint job, I feel like.
Mr. C said it looks awesome.
Well, thank you guys. All right, so I'm just going to kind of, even though see right here that the fine line's kind of a little wacky, I'm not really worried about that because I'm going to end up cutting that short. So really what I want to do is make sure these lines are straight. So I'm going to follow the outline, the outside edge. And once again, I'm using the LiME vinyl tape. We do have 1/8 inch in a paper tape. However, you're not going to get the sharp enough bends of what you're looking to do here with the paper tape.
Dave A says he loves the background bike.
Oh, thanks. It's if I'm not mistaken, it's a 79 shovel head. Okay, like I said, this was a little off, so I'm just going to set that down before I make that turn. And then I'm going to cut this like back here where I know it's straight. You see, I just lifted that tape up to the blade. That way I didn't have to be like cutting on the surface there. These sharp corners, make sure you're not pulling on the tape too hard. Just hard enough to make the turn, but that's all you need. So I'm just hovering the tape up across the top right here, and you can see I'm just going to overlap it exactly on top right there.
Somebody said, Woody said, if I'm doing a toaster that is metal, do I have to prime it first, or can I scuff it and base coat it?
If it's a coated metal, like if it's black metal, some kind of powder coating or something on there, you should just be able to scuff it down and paint right on top of that. If it's actual metal, you're going to need, on a toaster, you can get away with adhesion promoter or self-etching primer out of a can, or if you already have epoxy primer, just spray the epoxy primer on there. I don't necessarily think you should buy the epoxy primer just for that, but if at all, just a spray can of self-etching primer will be enough if it's a metal or chrome toaster.
Jack says hello.
Hey, what's up, Jack?
Jax.
Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack. What up, man? That's my man that helps me out. Appreciate him.
Parrish said, how'd you like the hot pink candy I came up with?
I loved it. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was great. I actually didn't think you could do that. You know, pink's a hard one to make. So I'm guessing it was just red and just a little bit of blue. That's what he said. Is that right?
Can't remember. Let's see if I tell you. Lucky Leprechaun said, if it's cool, I may hit you up in the group and get some pointers. I've picked up a gun in years.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Bring it on.
I've learned a lot from this page. One of the best out there.
Thank you.
I have a 72 sporty shovel with the right foot shifter. Such a pain to kick.
Yeah. Lift that back up.
Josh says, so I have someone looking for me to clear coat a few things that are silver. I can't scuff the surface. Would adhesion promoter work? Or is there another process I can look into?
Okay, so if it's already silver, I'm guessing it's silver base coat. Because your clear coat's going to stick right on top of that silver base coat. You shouldn't need any kind of adhesion promoter. Usually adhesion promoter is not really meant to put on straight onto base coat. It's mostly meant for plastic, metals, aluminum. Works really great on aluminum because you don't got to really worry too much about corrosion anyways. All right, so far so good. Let's go ahead
Bubba says hi from work.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Bubba says hi from work. He's back to work.
Oh, back at it.
Paris said 2 drops of blue only and adjust if needed 1 drop at a time. The blue candy concentrate is super strong. That's how I made the pink.
Huh.
And he said it's silver metal.
Silver metal. So if it's it's the same thing. If it's metal, then yeah, you're gonna need to prep it with something. If it's silver paint on top of the metal, then all you got to do is scuff that down.
He said raw silver, I guess, would be the best way to explain it.
Yeah, so if you're going to buy something like that, it's better to buy a color. I would always shoot for like a black one because usually they're powder coated. Especially if it's a toaster, it's probably powder coated. I don't know. But yeah, just a light coat of something, either adhesion promoter or self-etching primer. Epoxy primer would work as well. All right, do I like that look? I'm double checking that to make sure.
Would a light coat of silver metal flake look cool over white base coat?
Not really. You're really going to need the contrast, to be honest. Yeah, the answer to that is it's not going to look that great because you're not going to have the contrast between the flake and the white. It's just going to look more like a speck of something rather than yeah, your better option for that would be a fine pearl on top of white. Or the glass would be a good one for on top of white as well. Our crushed glass. Because that already is a white. It's going to blend in better. So I'm just going to try to match up what I got on this other side. Let's see how close I got here. Oh yeah, pretty close. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. So as you can see, I'm just going off the shape of the part. Started off with the outside edge right there. Did about the 3/4 of an inch strip. I plan on that being the silver leaf, and then we'll do something here, and then maybe same thing as the side of the saddlebag. I'll put in maybe a stripe here, and then 2 more on the inside. Let's see what that looks like. Nice thing about vinyl is if you don't like it, you just pull it off, try something else.
Jeremy Taylor said, Adam, I appreciate you getting those orders out quick. I have a Big Wheel classic bagger that needs to be finished by the 9th. You're a lifesaver.
Nice. Big Wheel bagger. Wow. Some of those baggers can take some time, especially those extended parts and Usually stuff's flushed in and stuff.
Horseman Custom said, "Can you make a live video about the black? I think he means black orange paint, the one with square and lines."
Oh yeah. I actually do have videos out about that. I actually painted one of those live, I think. And yeah, all you gotta do is just go look back on my YouTube page into the library. There'll be a content tab. There'll be a live tab. And you'll see that there, the orange bagger. Yeah, that was pretty. That design turned out awesome. I really like that one.
Parrish says, "Gonna do root beer candy and gold candy this weekend on a helmet. Super excited. Can't decide on copper leaf or variegated."
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. Variegated's a little more forgiving. And they both look good. Okay, let's get these sides. So as you can see, I got the top done. I feel like that looks good. If I felt like any of these corners were going to start to lift on me, what I'd do is just take a little piece of masking tape and stick it on there. But I don't think that's necessary right now. We're going to be good.
Donald said, "After watching you for 3 months, you've inspired me to get a gun and paint my bike. A squirrel threw a walnut down on my tank, which caused the clear coat to lift." How rude.
Stupid squirrel.
Thanks.
I painted a picture for me. I just saw a squirrel throw a pine cone.
Walnut.
A walnut's even better.
Hey, Adam and Ashley, I just finished using your Line Candy Red on my Indian chief tail. That is the best candy paint ever. No streaks at all. Very easy to lay down evenly. Thank you. That's from Wendell.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Nice. Good job. Yeah. Cool.
Let's see. Did I want to do that? I think what I want to do here is, like I said, I don't really plan everything out exactly. Let me go ahead and I'll start by just running this bottom line first.
What color would cover red flakes?
I'm sorry, what color would cover red flakes? Like what could you do with red flake?
I think that's what
you could put blue candy over it to turn it purple. Or you can put gold candy over it to turn it orange. But that's you could do, like, you could tape it out with graphics and then like we're doing here. So if this was like a red metal flake, we could tape this out and then edge it in black, and then edge it again, but maybe like edging it out a little farther, blending it out farther with a blue, so that would turn that purple. That'd be a cool look. So yeah, that would work.
And then Dave said, "Adam, I can't sand this DTM, correct?"
You can always sand it. Yeah, you can sand anything. Direct to metal, I'm guessing it's the epoxy. The epoxy is not really meant to be sanded, or it's just hard to sand, but it doesn't mean that you can't scuff it down and prep it for another layer of paint. It's just not meant for that reason. You know, it's not meant for building or sanding it smooth. If it's the primer surfacer, absolutely, that's meant to be sanded. You spray that down and you wait for it to dry, and then you would sand that down with either a 400 or a 600 grit. You're good to go. So once again, like right here, see where we started the tape? So we didn't really care about that, but we just looked to see, okay, this is where it straightened out, like about over here. So we'll just grab that. We'll hold that there, and then
I think he says it's the 2-part epoxy primer sealer.
okay, yeah, you can just scuff it down. Is really, you would scuff it down with like a 600 grit pad or Scotch Brite or whatever. once it's dry, and then you're good to go with usually people would put a primer surfacer over that. And that's really the bulletproof way to paint bare metal, is put the epoxy down first. If you have any, then scuff that down once it dries. And then if you had any body work, you just go ahead and do your body work on top of that. And then put down a sandable primer surfacer over top of that. And then that gets sanded smooth. Everything's like seriously bulletproof. That's a good way to do it. But the sandable primers, surfacers are direct to metal as well. They don't offer as much protection, but the primers nowadays are getting so much better that a lot of these manufacturers are saying that they're comparable. But epoxy has always been kind of like the king of sealing up metal and protecting that metal. It's probably the closest that we can really get to like what factory finishes do with the specials way that they do it.
Can I use that tape on RC car bodies?
Yeah, sure. Yep, 16th inch too. Probably use more of the 16th inch on that than the 8th inch, but since it is a little smaller. All right, so this one, maybe what I'll do is
Damien said, or Damon, I'm not sure. Damien, I think. I did my first tape job, let it sit overnight, and was going to paint it the next day. Wake up and all the tape lifted up and twisted. Am I pulling too hard?
probably. Yeah, you're probably pulling too hard. Is your surface really smooth? Like this surface right here is. Yeah, so the tape obviously sticks to that much better. Also, putting, like I talked about earlier, if I'm going to leave it overnight, I would put safety tape down, is what I call. So you'd put just tear little pieces of masking tape, and wherever it meets up in certain areas, just tape it down right there so it'll lock it down. Yeah, so even if I'm going to lunch or something like that, then I would always do that. Okay, this is looking good so far. I'm just kind of following about a ½ inch away from that top. Yeah, I like that. And then right here we'll do, so we got this, I just came up right here, went all the way around, back down that way. Let's go ahead and trim this. Oops. Perfect. We just got, we could leave that there. Maybe I'll come up right here and then bring that down. We'll see what it looks like. Yep, looks about right. That was a little thicker. We're okay. When I'm cutting this, I'm always cutting it closer to the farther side of the tape, because sometimes this has a tendency to snap back a little bit. That way you don't leave a little gap in between there. So it's a good practice to get into. Okay. Looks good. All the 1/8 inches done, and that's usually once all the 1/8 inches done, and you don't have to do it this way, but once the 1/8 inch is done, is usually I'll use the 16th inch. Same thing with the quarter. If I'm using the 1/4 inch fine line, I'll move to the 1/8 inch, and then I would move to the 16th after that. All right, let's get you guys up there. Okay, 16th inch. So it's half the size of what we were using. go ahead and let's see. So I know we don't want anything where the silver leaf is going to be. So we will start right here, actually. And I'm just keeping an eye on the negative space between the 1/8 inch and the 16th inch that I'm laying down right now. Basically, whatever I do this side, I'll do to this side. But this goes this way. Here we go. So far, so good. These ones I will, let's see, we'll put one here. And that'll dip right up underneath that. Same thing here. The 16th inch is a lot easier to pull and stretch. So you got to be even more careful with the 16th inch because there's less tape material there. So the more you pull it, the easier it is to stretch and shrink back up on you. Maybe right here what we'll do is, okay, once again, we'll follow this up with a curve. So let's go right here to start. Let's see what this looks like. This right here. So we could have just brought it straight up and then cut it at a point or rounded that corner. And I feel like maybe rounding that corner was the right thing to do. We'll round this one as well. With these really sharp ones, you gotta be really careful not to pull it too hard. And then once again, we'll just pull this back to the middle. Hover it right over the top and then make sure that we're landing right down on the other piece of tape. There we go. Like I said, these sharp corners, you want to pay special attention to make sure those are locked down. Like I said, you can even put a little piece of masking in there just to hold it for a little bit. I made sure I didn't pull it too tight. I think we're okay. All right, same thing on this side. Flip that over.
Can you sum over an undershadowing?
I'm sorry, the what? Undershadowing?
Mm-hmm.
Can you what?
Can you sum over an undershadowing?
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but definitely you can put shadows, if that's what the question is. Because some of these are dropping up underneath, like these right here. After it's all said and done, after you spray it out, yeah, laying those back down and putting a drop shadow right there is really what makes your work stand out from others. A lot of times I'll wait until the next session to do those, like, because this will go through a clear coat session before it gets leafed, and a lot of times I'll do it on that session, so I don't even worry about it right now. I just know I'm going to come back and do it when I do a little bit of cleanup. Okay. Yes, it's looking good. Maybe I'll put a piece of tape right here on these just to hold them down for a minute. I got a little more tape to do on the side. We do have some giveaways again tonight. So if you want to hashtag LiME into the comments, about midway through here in about 10 minutes, we'll be spinning that wheel. So just, yeah, simple as hashtag LiME into the comments. It'll put you in for a chance to win some LiME prizes. Okay, like I said, that just locks it down for right now. If I was to leave this until tomorrow, I'd put it here, here, everywhere where it connects. I'd put one here in the middle just to kind of hold everything together. And then once you come in the next day, you can just peel those off. And once it's been stuck down long, it's like the tape really wants to stay, like the corners do. Like if we left that for a day, came back, peeled it off, that tape is going to have a day's worth of memory to be in that spot. So it's going to want to stay there.
Mr. C said, this is also the time of year the mice start looking for warmer places to stay during the winter.
It's funny you say that.
Funny you say that, because guess what happened to me this morning? It's not funny. I almost threw up.
Go ahead. Tell them what happened.
No, you tell him. You saw it from your angle, and you're the one laughing.
Oh, yeah. You wished death upon that mouse right before you saw it dead, though. Well, didn't you see a mouse in the other room earlier that day?
Yes.
And didn't you say you wish it would die?
Yes.
And then you opened up the pantry, and there it was, stuck to one of those.
Yeah.
Those little gel pads.
Yeah, I opened up the pantry to get
squeaking.
A cup so I could make a cup of coffee, and I looked down and a mouse must have just landed on one of those sticky traps because it was wiggling all over, and I freaked the hell out so bad, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
And then I had chills all over my body, and I almost threw up. I was literally seconds away from barfing, and then Adam just laughing. Oh my gosh.
That was pretty hilarious, actually. Yeah, the fact that it was squeaking too was terrible.
I did not hear it squeak.
You didn't hear it squeak? Oh.
No.
Yeah, he wasn't happy being stuck there.
It was so gross.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch it either. I just got a shovel. But no, they're coming back though. I can feel it.
Yeah, I told him I stocked up on all the mouse trap stuff and the whatever pellets and whatever else. I'm not gonna have that happen again.
It chews through my latex gloves too. All those mice do here. I don't know why.
That's so gross. Why do we have to live by all these fields and animals? Oh, Swampy said those tight turns shrink back on me if I don't mask them over.
Yep, it's a good thing, good habit to get into.
Do some over and under shadowing.
Yeah, well, I've already have the other parts done, so I kind of like limited to what I can do on these. Yeah, the shadowing basically is like what I said here, where the graphics kind of go over. We would just lightly shadow those.
Adam, I've seen a bunch of people at SEMA using those little torch lighters. What do you think on the tape?
Oh, the torch. Yes. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary, but I don't know. I would say no. I would say don't do it. I would say roll it down. If anything, with the roller. But no, I mean, if you're struggling that bad, maybe try it out on something small first, probably. I actually forgot that was even a thing to warm up your tape like that.
Parrish said, "Wait till it jumps at you, pad and all." That's disgusting. That's just wrong. Oh my God! And he was laughing all day as I'm seriously, literally, I had to go outside because I almost seriously threw up. I'm not even joking. I have to go outside because
you were quivering. That's the funny thing.
It was so, and I didn't scream like I did here, but I just kind of, yeah, I shook and oh my gosh, I hate them things. Josh said I caught a huge rat in my shed with one of those sticky traps. That just sicks me out. Ron says I have bats that come in while I'm in the garage through a gap in the door. Oh, heck no. Ugh. I hate those.
I would take mice over bats any day, though. That's basically a flying rat. Could you imagine? No way.
No, I don't want to see. Literally, I don't want to see any of those things. I had the chills all freaking day. I could not get rid of it. I could not believe that's what I saw. Austin and Kim said, "Yep, we're battling the mice here in Kansas as well." Hey, Austin, I saw your video Adam showed me today. That was nice of you, man. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Austin.
Yeah, thank you guys.
That really means a lot.
Yeah, it really does. It means a ton. So thank you. That was very unexpected, but very nice to hear. So thank you.
I'll actually just leave that on for a second. I'll make sure I got the airbrush going with the paint.
Oh, Mark said I stepped on a snake and had to take it roadside. Oh, heck no.
Okay, we got the Avante here. Now switch back to the Avante. I feel like if you're going to go to Harbor Freight, I would say save your money on the Black Widow and just go ahead and go with the Avante. It's not the Avante that comes with the little compressor. It's this one actually right here. Right here. It's 26 bucks. It's 26 bucks. 0.3. The one that comes with the little compressor is different. It's a different model. The tank is weird. The parts are not as good. But I feel like this is for 26 bucks. This is a very decent airbrush. It's a good brush to get started with. If you want to get something a little nicer, I would say jump up to like an Iwata Eclipse. And then you're gonna pay like 140 bucks or something like that. It's gonna be nicer than this, but this is gonna do the job because when you're first starting out. Speaking of that, we do have a list on there, a link. You can go and if you don't have any of the supplies or you don't know how to get started, we do have a checklist. It'll be linked after this. It'll be linked right into the description here, so you'll be able to check that out. Put in your email and you'll get that information straight to your email. But it talks a little bit about the type of airbrush you're going to want to use. This Avante, it's going to talk about compressors and stuff like that as well. It was a good starter brush.
Daddy 53 said our big problem is the field rats chewing up the wiring harnesses in cars.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Ugh.
All right, we got some black base coat here. So this is just regular automotive black base coat, reduced roughly 1-to-1 with a urethane reducer. We got to reduce this paint out to make it sprayable out of the airbrush.
Will the gas tank paint panels come back, or is that a done deal?
No, we're still looking to get those. They'll be back.
Somebody said Ash was the one squeaking. Oh no, I was louder than that, and I was freaking out. Austin said we appreciate you and all you guys do for us.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you ever get concerned for overspray?
Not with an airbrush. Because what we're doing here is we're just following the lines now. We're just following the tape lines that we did, blending out on both sides. If there's something that we wanted to keep clean, like say like we know we're going to do leaf here, but say we wanted to keep that silver, we would just mask that up. But the way that I kind of usually always plan things out is always using an airbrush instead of a spray gun. That way we can get closer and get closer blends without having to mask everything up. And then if we do want to like change out colors or something like that, we could always remask, move the masking, back mask, do stuff like that. But what we're doing here is a pretty simple design. It's basically we're just following the lines, blending both ways.
Dom said hi.
Who is that?
Dom the painter said hi.
Oh, what up, Dom?
Mr. C said eventually he'll make his way back to the Neo.
Full circle.
Have you ever used metal flake and candy in a bomb can, and if you have, does it lay down okay? I don't have access to all the facilities that I used to, so I'm looking for options to continue practicing.
Bomb can, not really. I've never used it, but I've seen people use it. So yeah, I think you'd be fine with that. Once again, you're gonna need like the spray can clear coat. It looks like too as well. So like a Spray Max 2-part clear coat in the can.
Been searching for the aerosol can airbrush cleaner. Is it out yet?
The airbrush cleaner, yes, that's coming out. Yeah, we're still working on all the details on that, getting everything together.
Dom the painter said, I just ran my airbrush over today. Oh no.
He just what? Ran it over?
Ran it over. Terrible.
Hopefully that was just a hard refrigerator. You take it back. Yeah, I mean, airbrush is such a fine instrument that it gets damaged pretty easy. That's why I like it that this one's only $26.
Someone said they use peanut oil in manufacturing of the wiring. That's why rats and mice like going through your wiring in the vehicles.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
I didn't either. That makes sense.
And they're smelling that peanut oil. They're like, hell yeah.
Wow. Is the brush that comes with the compressor a bad one to start learning with, or should I just get the Avante?
I like the Black Widow compressor myself. Yeah, the Avante also works.
What would cause frequent dry tip on my Avante airbrush?
There's a good chance that maybe your paint is too thick. And tip dry is just a thing that happens, so you gotta just keep cleaning it off. Usually with water-based paints, it happens a little more than with solvent-based like we're using here. Although I have been...
Harris says, I'm digging my trigger pull gallier.
Trigger pull?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yep. Trigger pull's nice too. I personally like the button style better. This thing has a little bit of water in it.
Roth has all-in-one spray bomb.
A blast of water through here every once in a while.
Best paint channel out there. Learn tons every time I watch. Cheers from Canada.
All right. We love
Hashtag
Canada.
If you're going to use can paint, make sure you use can all the way through and don't put automotive clear coat on it because it'll react, says Dom the painter.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that is true. Yes.
Yeah, hashtag call John. I need a trip to Florida. Somebody put those words into my mouth and typed them. Eric. It was you, me and you on the same wavelength. My paint rep brought me over a Seda airbrush yesterday. Looks sweet. I'll have to let you know how it is. It's a little pricey though. It's $170.
For a Seda?
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know how that goes. They got good spray guns.
'79 Shovelhead's my dream bike. That's my birth year. How long after spraying a good couple coats of 2K clear do you recommend waiting until scuffing or sanding?
It all depends on the temperature, but at like 75 degrees, you're good to scuff it down in like, depending on the clear coat, 12 to 24 hours. Some clear coat is like 3 hours. I know I'm testing a clear coat right now that's it's a 3 hour clear dry time in air dry. As you can see, I'm just simply following the lines, Building them up.
Dave says, Adam, any chance you might be carrying something like the P95 mask, even though you're not fond of them? Laugh out loud.
Which one? The what?
The P95 mask.
What is that?
The respirator.
Oh yeah, what about it?
He says, is there any chance you carry them, even though you're not very fond of them?
I love those things.
You just forget to put it on sometimes, huh?
No. No, I don't think we'll ever get into carrying any kind of safety gear like that. Although it's very important.
He just forgets when I'm around, I guess.
No. I don't forget. It's when I need to talk to the camera. Come on.
Well, they rather have you talk longer, so they rather you wear it and be around longer.
Okay, I got it. Got it. Thank you.
Oh, you're sick of lessons, huh? I'm gonna spray this on you.
Don't you dare.
Spray this on you?
No. Get out. Hey, you're gonna mess up the job. Something goes wrong is what you sprayed right there. I know it.
Well,
The delaminates, we know what the problem is.
wear your respirator. Will the gas tank panels ever come back?
Yes, they will. Yep. Yeah, we got those in the trees. We're gonna re-up. I know the trees are selling fast.
Tell them, Adam, do what I say, not as I do.
That's right.
Dom says, Adam, what's a good airbrush for under $50? He ran his over.
This one right here, this Avante, and it's way under $50. It's $26. Buy the $3 warranty on it too, and then you're set really. Because if you run over the next one, you just go get a new one. And if not, it's $26. Not the end of the world.
Does it ever get easier mapping out the order of the imaging and the steps of what to do and in what order?
On what?
Does it ever get easier mapping out the order of the imaging and the steps of what to do and in what order?
Yes, it does. Yep. Once you do a few, you'll understand, because there are certain candy colors that can go over top of other colors, because usually you'll start with candies, you'll start with your dark colors and move to your light colors. So like if you're laying down a red, so we could lay down a red over top of all this black, and it basically won't do anything on top of the black, but it'll tint all the silver red, and we could pull the tape lines, spray everything with a gold, and then only gold would be where the tape lines are. It would go over the red, and it would just slightly turn it kind of an orange tint, and then but basically you wouldn't be able to really tell besides that. So yeah, learning the process of what paints can go over what, understanding that with transparent candies, we're kind of doing things a little bit backwards. We're kind of working backwards rather than forwards. I guess that's what I'm saying. We'll put a nice blend out right here. So we're just looking for a really nice blend. We don't want it all kind of shaky right there. If you get a little shaky, just blend it out a little farther. Oh yeah, let's do it. Yep. What did I say they're gonna win?
You said the new masking tape and a t-shirt.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, we'll do a new masking tape. So we do have the new It still isn't launched yet. If you want to get your hands on it, you could always just email us, and we can get you some of this until it does come out. But these come out in 2-pack, one on both sides. We have them in a 1/4 inch and an 1/8 inch. But this is paper masking, so this is going to be cheaper, much cheaper to be able to get your hands on this rather than the vinyl, because it is just a paper tape. But this stuff is very useful to have. I showed last week how we were able to, tape out the small intricate stuff, but really this is meant more for masking rather than creating a nice clean edge like what the vinyl does here. But yeah, let's do it. Hashtag LiME into the comments. That's going to put you in for a chance to win. And if you win, you just got to shoot us an email, info@limelinepaintsupply.com. All right, let's do it. Everybody in? We'll be giving another one away at the end as well. So
I've never seen this.
Go ahead and open system settings. Turn it on. There you go. Right here.
How do I get back there?
Right here. Right here.
Where?
Right
Here?
there. Yep.
Oh, here we are.
We got it? All right. I think we got to figure it out, guys.
I got lost for a second.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Why is it on me again?
We got it. Almost got you, Tina. Wayne Eldridge. Nice bike, man.
Oops, sorry.
Wayne, you won it. You won a t-shirt and some of the new masking tape you can't even get on your hands on yet. So just shoot us an email, info@limelinepaintsupply.com. If you didn't win, it's okay. Hold on, because in another, 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes, we will be giving another one away as well.
Now, see, why did it pop up my face?
I have no idea.
Why are you doing that? Stop.
I'm sorry?
Wayne Eldridge, right?
Yep.
Sorry, I was trying to hurry and my face got on the screen again. I told you I was going to do that one.
You're okay. You're okay.
No. Jay, not true. He said Ash just can't help it now. She's got to taste the camera and it's become addicting.
She had a taste of fame. See that spotlight?
Nope, not true.
If you guys win tonight, make sure you let me know what size a t-shirt also.
Yep.
Please.
Gotta know that. I think we have all the way up to what? Triple X? Double X. Okay, we got it all. Oh, a little bit right here.
Ron says every time Ash pops in, everybody has to take a shot.
I like that. Okay. We got the edges good? Okay, looking good. I'm going to thin this paint out just a little bit more. It was a little thick on that last go around.
Dave said, gonna pop over and wish Rob a happy birthday. It's Rob's birthday today.
Oh, it is.
Oh, happy
He's
birthday,
usually
Rob.
his lives usually go on for 4 hours. So.
Yeah, I saw he was going live just a couple of minutes before we got on. We'll have to pop on and tell him happy birthday.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the 1.5-inch masking tape here, and we'll do. So I always like the Sunburst. That's kind of like the theme what we're doing on this bike. We got some Sunburst, and we got some lace, and then other than that, it's kind of just blends and the silver leaf. So what we'll do is on these two corners, we'll run the sun rays, but I want to figure out the best corner to come out of. Okay, so I would pick personally on this one, if I was to choose, we got 3 corners here. We can either come out of, this corner, or this corner. So I'd say this corner would be the worst. This one's okay. I feel like this one's would be the best, because then I feel like you're just moving through a bigger area. I feel like it'll look a little bit better, but that's just personal preference at that point. Sometimes you just find ways of you feel like it works better and it looks better. Doesn't mean it's wrong. You do whatever you want to do.
Austin said, I think I may have mixed my red candy a bit too thin on the color side. I had to lay down quite a few layers to get it to turn red. The red I wanted, but when I finally got it, beautiful color.
Nice. I'm glad it's working out.
Can you do black candy for a Sunburst?
Yeah, you could use black candy. Yep. I started this bike a long time ago before we even had black candy. So I kind of have to stick with the black base coat. If I wasn't, all this would have been done in black candy.
Roman said, how do you personally handle edges on fenders? Where to stop the paint?
That's a great question. Well, I definitely, because like a lot of fenders, they'll have a folded edge. You got to make sure you paint underneath that edge. So you have to paint. I like to paint all the way around, really. And then I like to get up underneath and up on the inside a little bit as well. So you got to basically wrap the edges on everything. That's kind of my rule. And sometimes that's hard to do. Like, especially when you're new, you kind of forget about the edges. So spray them first.
Cheddar says, is it possible to annoy Adam enough he gives stuff to you just to shut you up?
What is this?
With Cheddar. Roman said, cool thing.
And we'll just do a blend out into that. Looks good. Just like that. Easy enough. We'll do the same thing over here. Come out of the same corner. As you know, we're not going to go this. We can either go this way or this way, but we're not going to go this way because you don't want to have to tape up on top of the paint that you just did. That's why we start at the bottom here. You can see I'm aiming for the tape as well. I'm not really aiming right here. I'm just letting the overspray do the work. That way we're just getting a nice faded line. You can see how it's just super even because I'm actually aiming right here at the edge. one more. Perfect. A little bit of a blend all the way around. All right, looking good.
Roman said, I absolutely love those nozzles on the spray gun cleaner, and I can't believe how far a can goes.
Yeah, I know, huh? Right? He's actually the first one to get his hands on those, on the spray gun. I actually have one right here. He's talking about these new spray gun cleaners we have. And it has this nice nozzle that fits right into your paint gun or your airbrush. And this is pressurized. This will actually remove cured paint as well. So, and you just need a couple of shots through there. These cans will last a long time. But look for those. Those will be coming out very soon. Or if you want them earlier, just shoot us an email. We'll be able to do them for you. All right, I'm gonna. Well, you know what? Because I can't really see the distance here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll just grab a roll of 1/8 inch. What I'm gonna do here is maybe about 1 inch out or so. There, that. Same thing here. But we're going to put a piece of masking tape right here. And that way we're only fading on one side of this tape line. That way we're just creating a shape, like a big long kind of rectangle in here, rather than painting both sides of the line. Basically making another pinstripe. And what we'll do here is just, once again, aiming for the edge of the tape. Really nice soft blend.
So when you do this, it's either black base coat or black candy, not both.
I would have done this in black candy because you're going to have a little bit more of a sparkle because that black is transparent. It's not that big. It's not a huge difference. But yeah, I would have done it in that. You don't have to use black at all. You could use purple. You can use dark red. If you're going to edge it out, you just want to make sure you're edging it out with a darker color that you're going to do the rest. So like if you were to do this all in gold over top of the silver and you were to pull your lines, it would be really faint because gold's not a very dark color. But if you were to do it in purple or red, those two colors are a lot more prominent. So they're going to stand out more. Same thing with blue. All right, that's all we're going to do there.
Jay said, capitalize on the giveaways. Offer a personalized letter at checkout for $5 or $10 that says, congratulations, here are the items you won in our weekly drawing for the stuff I won when I ordered. So I think he's saying like another way to do the giveaway.
Oh.
It'd be like $5 or $10 towards their next order.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
That gets an order, too.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We love when you guys share.
We love when you guys share ideas and stuff too. So
Yeah, we only know what we know.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
We want to make sure we keep all these tape lines.
my Goldwing wants half original and half custom.
What? Half and half? Tell me more.
The blue is intense, said Parrish. Dave said, I passed it along to Rob. He liked that. Big thanks.
All right.
Do you dilute the candy? If so, how much? I understand the base is 1:1.
Dilute the candy. So the base is 1:1 with reducer. The candies is 30% candy, 70% clear base coat, and then you still reduce that 1:1 with reducer. Yeah, the paint is a concentrate paint, so it needs clear base coat or inner coat clear to to dilute it down. Not necessarily thin it out, just to dilute it down. Thinning it out is the reducer's job.
If you didn't want so much sparkle, can I use coarse silver, then candy over that?
Yep, that's a great idea too. If you're gonna do that, just make sure you do light coats to start the silver, and I would still do a black base coat, if you ask me, but not necessary. You could do a primer grade, do it right over that, but I feel like you're still missing a little bit of that sparkle still, unless you don't care. I feel like even you know, if you don't like the big chunks, just a silver base coat. Just still use black base coat under that. We got the
Swampy also said, Rob said, thanks for the birthday wishes. I bet he'll be on when we're off. So we'll hop on there too.
yeah, he does 4 hour lives.
He does do 4 hour lives. He is a good talker though. He can talk and talk. He's fun to talk to. Paris said the great thing about LimeLine candies is there's a mixing chart on the cans too.
Yes, that is correct. So the mixing chart's there, and it also shows you how to make those secondary colors along with the root beer.
Paris said I'm about to do ground metal with candies over it and a coat of bulldog first.
Okay, yep, bulldog would work.
Would a red turn pink on a white base coat?
The first couple coats, yes. After you put 3 coats on there, you should be good.
Jay said, no, I mean send a fake letter that says you won so my wife won't know I ordered again.
Okay.
So you need to email us and say, hey, I need one of those letters.
I won. Congratulations. Look at all this I won. Brilliant. That's next level thinking there.
That's hilarious.
That's like the old thing where it takes a whole day to change a battery.
The
what? Yeah, see.
Wait, I'm not sure I know what that means.
Well, I gotta change the battery, you know, it takes a day, you know, gotta change, you know, a lot of stuff to do. You take it out, and, you know.
Oh, it's like it's probably like our trick that us girls do. No, this ain't new. I've had this in my closet forever. When guys are like, wait, where'd you get that? Oh no, it's not new.
Something like that.
Something like that. You don't care. Us girls usually like, want to see what I bought? And we show you a whole haul. And you just, you know, when you're a girl dad, the things you have to do.
Yep, that's different. That's good. You can see with this lace, I'm spraying straight at it. I'm not going at an angle, anything like that.
Swampy said, I put a printable PDF in the group of the mixing chart.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Thanks, Swampy. That's nice. Smart thinking.
Okay, we're good here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got. Okay, there we go. Are we gonna do any other parts? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do all the edges in order to make this look right. The key is really to make sure that you have enough airbrush. Enough paint in your airbrush. And then make sure you keep it down. The air will help you push the fabric down though too.
Darren says, I have twin daughters. How fun.
Whoa.
I always thought it'd be fun to have twins.
Go.
JJ said, I will be begging for forgiveness tomorrow. I ordered my grandson a 48 RC boat. Deliveries tomorrow.
Nice. I think we're good there. Same thing here. We'll just
Wayne said, do you know where I can get a carbon fiber steel?
A carbon fiber what?
Steel?
I don't. I don't know what that is. Okay. See how that looks. Oh, yeah. Looking good. I don't think we need anything there. We'll be fine. Maybe I'll just tint that up just a little bit more. A little more there. That looks good. Okay, we're ready to pull the tape here and see what this thing looks like. Grab a tape removal blade. Let's get you over here where you can see.
Oh, there's a glare, so it's hard to see that bottom corner.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Oh, very good.
sending you everywhere.
Oh. Still have that glare in the bottom corner. Oh, you put a light on me.
Hold on.
Is this bike a gloss finish or flat?
This will be gloss. Usually, if it's flake, it'll always go gloss clear.
John thinks you're getting ready for me to have a cameo appearance. Oh, he meant, sorry, do you have a carbon fiber stencil?
Oh, no, I think. Who makes that?
Swampy says they have them on Amazon.
Oh, okay, yeah, search them on Amazon. I think it's sick airbrush stencils or something like that. I think I've seen they have one, air sick or something.
Ron said, I did a whole bike before and used 3M77 and glued the lace down, then used Prep All, wiped the glue off the next day.
Yeah, I wouldn't. As you can see, I was able to do the lace, and it looks, it looks fine just by pressing it down. I don't know if that works for you. I'm sure that's fine, but I know that I don't think I would do that. If it was metal, the best option would be just to use some magnets. Obviously, this metal doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah. Is he on here?
No. Does Scott and Kay have the stencils? Maybe is that what he said?
Oh, I think I'm sure he's done it before. He's done everything. He's been around for a while.
Didn't you use something like something foam or rubbery or something?
Oh yeah. You can use the stuff you put in your drawers.
Here.
It might be in there actually.
It is.
Drawer liner.
Or here.
Okay, this is something you can use. Depends on how realistic you want it to look. But there is this, like this, you get at Harbor Freight, this drawer liner. But you can see that it has a pattern in it that's like carbon fiber. So if you were to spray like a dark brown, and then I think carbon fiber has like a little bit of blue or something in it, and then like a little bit of white, it makes it look just like carbon fiber, really.
Yeah.
I know it's more of a process than just spraying one color over it. Like you're not just gonna be able to spray black over it and it's not gonna look like carbon fiber. It will look a little bit like it, but I feel like if you use some colors like brown and blue and like a little bit of like blue.
Parrish says he's done it. He can put an example on Swampy's page.
Oh, really? Who's done it?
Parrish
Oh, okay.
has done it with that drawer liner.
Okay,
too.
cool.
So he said he can post a video on Swampy's page.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And Swampy said McKay Fine Art has one.
He does have them?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's looking great. A little bit more right here. Looking better with each tape pull. Let's find the edge to this thing now. Right here.
Well, you got painted nails.
Do I? Oh, I do. Oh, man. How did I do that?
I don't know, but it looks like you're like coming
God, how long have I been airbrushing for?
Looks like you came from the grave with those fingernails. Oh.
You like that?
No. Not look good.
It's not a good look, huh?
No.
Not even for like the Halloween episode?
I don't know about that.
Maybe the Halloween episode I need some like Wolfman mitts and I'll do the whole episode in those.
Adam's going emo.
Emo.
Yep, gone Nemo.
Emo.
Or yeah, that.
Adam looks like Ozzy.
All right, nice and smooth. It turned out nice. So, it's not too fancy right now, but once we end up putting the silver leaf into this area right here, it's really going to spice things up. And then obviously once it's all clear coated, it's going to look great. So if we were to, maybe we'll back this thing up real quick. Stick around because we're going to give away that last giveaway of the tape and the t-shirt.
Chris said, anyone notice the lack of major technical problems? I waited till the end so I wouldn't jinx you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it was because it was freaking Friday the 13th or something the next day.
Yeah, I was getting too close, huh?
Yeah. Bark at the moon, 60s finger style. Well, now if you guys want to be a zombie for Halloween, just go paint your fingers with a black base coat.
Okay. Here's a good look at that. Is that? Oh, I can't really see it. You can see the other stuff. The other bottom's been cleared already, so it's been scuffed down, so it has a little bit of a
Back that thing up.
different look.
Adam has some thunder caps. Adam has little caps.
What are you talking about?
I have bigger caps than Adam. He's
What
always
are you
had,
doing my leg? I don't see a leg day.
he always had
I don't see a
legs.
leg day. Can you even see that?
Nope.
Or am I just?
You're just thinking you can. You can't.
Okay, hold on here.
Now don't drop that thing.
No, that's not my plan. Okay, let's get a look at this, and then we'll do our last giveaway.
Love the lace pattern. No Crocs tonight?
No.
Can't do it
Can't
no more.
No more.
What?
Too much hate on the Crocs. You built me up a complex.
People didn't hate the Crocs. They like the Crocs.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll wear them next time.
You're making people nervous with that table.
Yeah, it's it's close one.
Someone said those calves aren't from working out. It's from walking up and down those raggedy set of stairs.
Yeah.
Those
Those are called space saver stairs, okay? I don't know the raggedy.
They're the death stairs, and not as in looks. They love the
and this'll-
Crocs. Said.
Yeah. This will actually end up getting the leaf as well.
So up in
So
there.
Kind of
over there,
blurry. Hold on.
leaf there.
John said, I love the Crocs. I only paint in Crocs. No one hates on the Crocs but me. Everyone else likes it. Just not I.
We all good here? All right, let's do it. Let's
do it. Let's do our last giveaway.
Jump on
That way I can jump on Rob's real quick and
Tell him happy
some shit
birthday.
for his birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
Who
do it.
said something about the technical glitches? Because now all of a sudden we're having them.
Yeah, now we
Now we had him. I noticed that. Like, did it just pause?
All right,
Let's do it.
LiME
in the hashtag LiME in the comments.
So,
So get you in for a chance to win.
So yeah.
So yeah, good luck.
There I am. I knew I was coming. I'm hiding.
Oh, winner Donald Barnhart. Congrats. You won some masking tape combo kit, the paper masking tape, and then also a t-shirt. So just let us know the size and your address, obviously, and we'll get those out to you. But that's it. That concludes another paint night. Another one down the drain. So how many have we done so far? It's been 100 and I think last time I checked it was 104. So I think
Wow.
we've done about 110 now.
Seriously?
Yep. So you can go back and watch all the ones that we've done. All the lives are kind of saved there. Any of the other content as well. But yeah, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell icon, turn on notifications if you want to be notified once we go live every Thursday night. We're always here. Right after this, you can check the description and the link in YouTube. So if you're just getting started, you're needing that checklist on what you need to get started to learn how to do this. There is a checklist that you can click on the link. It'll send it straight to your email, and that'll help you out, let you know what you need to do to get started. And that's it.
All right. Good night, guys. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Yep. We'll see you over at Rob's.
Go tell Rob happy birthday, everyone.
All right. Yep, we'll do it.
Bye, guys.
See ya.